In this video, we will see how to replace our car spark plug by ourselves, and it's a common procedure for all cars. And the place where we can locate the spark plug is very simple, near to the place where you pour your engine oil. And since our car is equipped with CNG, I have kept my injectors over here. Just ignore this step alone. Apart from this, we have 4 steps to be done. So first step is disconnect the car's battery. Second step is disconnect the supply to the ignition coil. Since we have 3 spark plug, we will be having 3 ignition coil. So 3 connections to the ignition coil. It's a very simple process. Just press and push. Just a clip type socket connection supply. So 2 steps are done. First is battery removal. Second is ignition coil connection removal. Third step is we have to remove the ignition coil. And this ignition coil will be connected only with a single nut. It's very simple. Since we have 3 spark plug, we will be having 3 ignition coils. So this is how we have to pull out the ignition coil, which means we are done with the third step. Battery removal, ignition coil supply removal, ignition coil removal. So 3 steps are done. Followed by that, we have the 4th step, which is removal of spark plug. As you can see, the spark plug will be present deep inside. So for this, the spanner that we are going to use is 16 mm deep socket. Okay, 16 mm deep socket. We have to just remove, that's it, which is the 4th step. So with this, we know how to remove the spark plug. And when I pull this extension bar out, right, you can see that spark plug is still not visible. I mean, it's not coming out. And I'll say how to remove that. So we have a simple trick to do that. Before that, let's loosen all the 3 spark plugs. Okay, so this is the ignition coil, which has, you can see the supply line over there and one nut. That's all, very simple one. Now take this ignition coil and put it inside the place of where the spark plug is. Press it and pull it off. Spark plug gets attached to it and it comes out. That simple it is. Okay, so spark plug, as you can see, the gap is the main thing. So here still I have some life, but I don't want to mess up, so I'm just changing my spark plug. So left side is the new one, right side is the old one, and the gap is nothing but which you can see at the tip, and that gap should be 0.9 mm for our car. It should be specified in your user manual. So based on your gap, you can buy the specific model from the shop directly. And the replacement of spark plug should be done at 15,000 or 20,000 kilometers based on user manual. But since I am replacing at 10,000 kilometers itself, since I have put the CNG and this is the first time I'm replacing. So now we have to do the reverse process. Just place all the 3 spark plug in its position. As I mentioned, it's a reverse process, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we are on the 4th step, that is place the spark plug in its position and tighten the same with 16 mm deep socket. And while tightening this, you can tighten to the max level that the socket allows. No need to over tighten them. Okay, so followed by that, we have to place our ignition coil, which is the 3rd step. Place all the 3 ignition coils in its position. Ignition coil, basically when you insert, it gets placed in its right position, so there is nothing to worry. Once you place all the 3 ignition coils, tighten the nuts, 3 nuts. And while placing itself, I am putting the socket, I mean the supply socket, to the ignition coil, which means that step number 2 is also done. along with the step number 3. And the remaining step that we have is connecting the battery terminal. That's it. So with this, we know how to replace the car's spark plug by ourselves at home. With this, I will close this video. Thank you all for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.